Is quite unique. So my husband is originally from Switzerland, and when he and his family immigrated to Canada, they actually drove through the Similkameen Valley, originally looking for property on the island, and they saw the Similkameen and went, oh my gosh, this is so much like Switzerland. So they bought a 5-acre parcel here, and that has grown, and we've planted, now we have just shy of 27 acres of estate grown vines. And I'm originally from Nunavut. My family is all in aviation. They're all still up there for the most part. And I came to this valley with my mother, almost 16 years ago now. And she fell in love with this valley because she always wanted a vineyard, and we could not believe that there was vineyards in Canada, you know, being from the Arctic. And so the following year, she bought a 10-acre field of weeds and a 100-year-old farmhouse, and I came down to help her plant it. My mother and Charlie and his family, they were all planting vineyards at the same time. And our parents met at the hardware store and discovered that they had children the same age, and they basically set us up. And then we started a winery together, and it's been a love story on more than one point. It's been a love story with the vineyard. It's been a love story just as building a brand and a family, and that's our story.
I think you have to be a bit stubborn. I mean, it's not always easy, particularly in the beginning. This is something, the whole wine industry on a small production like ourselves involves so many different talents in a day. And I think that's probably what's most exciting. So it's not always the geeky science in the lab. It's the fixing a tractor. It's, we've got to crunch the numbers at the desk. And so there is this enormous entrepreneurial component to being a small producer. Bit of a frontier region. I mean, there's a lot of great noise coming from the valley, and we're very proud to be a Similkameen vineyards and wineries. It's been an exciting time. So the Similkameen is extremely diverse, and I think that's a pretty hard question because so many producers are doing wonderful expressions of all these different varietals because of their particular sites. So unlike other wine regions, the Okanagan's got a large lake effect that's moderating their temperatures. We get away with some pretty funny stuff in different areas. So we've got a cool climate that's down by the river banks area. We get a lot of cool air drainage in there. So they're doing wicked Riesling and Chardonnay and these more, these fresher expressions. Upper bench locations along the Similkameen are doing a wonderful job with varietals like Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Cab Franc, Syrah. We've got a wicked Petit Verdot program here. That's one of our small lot production wines. And so we hate to choose, but instead we hate to choose what varietal, so instead we choose what location. And I think that's really kind of the ace in the Similkameen's pocket, is that we can offer an amazing portfolio of wines just by being in tune with location and varietal.
For food and wine pairings with our wines, Gewürz and Mexican food is fabulous. Sante and oysters, so good if you can get oysters. We're in the desert here, so it's a real treat to get oysters, but when we do, Sante is pretty awesome. And then with Pinot, like crackers and cheese on the patio is awesome. In the Similkameen Valley, I'm noticing that The wines are continually winning more awards. The valley is getting more and more recognition, and people, the industry here and the tourism, the traffic is increasing. So I really feel like this valley is about to explode in terms of popularity, and I really hope that people get in on it and come and see it while it's, you know, intimate and farmy, because I have a feeling it might not be like that in the next 10 years. It might be a little Sonoma or a little Napa thing happening. So people should come and discover it while it is the way it is right now.